What's up, everybody? This is Retro Miyagi, and what this is gonna be why I started streaming. That's what's gonna be called slash story time, right? So this isn't gonna be too much of gameplay. Like we're gonna be playing the game. I'm really just sitting up here getting a good view of the world, bro. Because this is our goal. This is where we want to be at in life, man. We want to be at the top, man. You know. I'm just looking at New York, all these skyscrapers, bro. Like I couldn't imagine. Look at this, bro. It's like, is this really what the city looks like? Because I'm from a very small town in Paducah, Kentucky, yo. Well, obviously our downtown don't look nothing like this. We don't have nothing like that, bro. I'm trying to find out. I think that's where those are like factories over there. Somewhere in here is where like MJ and them live. That's like the suburbs, right? I don't even know where that. I can't see it here. It's nothing but apartments and skyscrapers up here. So like all these buildings, like people live in. It's just like people live in the city, man. This is that city life for you. This is something I want to do, right? I do definitely want to. I want to have plenty of money when I do that, right? I just want to be able to explore the city, and I want to be able to like talk to like-minded individuals, people that are spiritual beings, right? People that are soul searching, people that are interested in the sciences of spirituality, like astral travel, astral projection. People that talk about these type of things, right? But look, the reason why we started streaming, right, is because I felt a strong calling, right? We was working at Bandana's Barbecue. That's a barbecue joint, right? And it was okay. It was nothing, bad or nothing. But it just felt like lack of, man. And just I've noticed something throughout all this working, right? The main thing I notice is it doesn't work. Working a job for the system does not work, bro. And I think that is done by design, right? I think like the way they pay you hourly instead of by like the labor, meaning like you work as hard as you want, you gonna get paid by the hour. So you just wasting your time here. You're sitting here, you could be doing anything in the world. People make money, like they make way more than like 15 an hour, 16 an hour, 20 an hour. People make money, man. Like there's kids trapping. It's like that's not what we're talking about here. We're just talking about doing what you love to make money, because the main thing that I've been noticing throughout my spiritual studies is that you don't have to work for them, bro. We are spiritual beings. We came here to fulfill a soul contract, right? Whether you believe that or not. So I guess that's the disclaimer that this is gonna be my beliefs, right? And I'm gonna talk about it like it's a fact, bro. Even though this is my opinion, this is just for entertainment purposes only, right? So that's the disclaimer. You don't have to take nothing as a fact. I wouldn't take anything as a fact, even the stuff that they tell you is a fact, right? I just wouldn't buy it, right? So yeah, we quit our job, right? And it's because we watched a video from Rashad Jamal, and that's my mentor. I know he's got a lot of controversy around his name, but I believe he's a very, very good person. I've watched a lot of his videos, and he's really, he woke me up a lot. He's definitely the deepest teacher I've ever watched. So if you would like to get in tune with spirituality and just the truth of the world, way more than spirituality, because other people can teach you that. People can teach you like, shadow work and meditation. He goes deeper with it, bro. He explains like why we need to do that, anyway, like why you need to do these things, right? Why you would want to quit your job and do what you love, right? It's because that's what you're sent here to do. Whatever you love, right? That is what you're supposed to be doing. Whatever you're attracted to, there's a reason you're attracted to it, man. Y'all gotta realize we are spiritual beings, bro. We're having a human experience, right? Meaning, right, that none of this shit is real, man. We aren't the body, man. We are the soul and spirit that came here, bro. We're not supposed to be living like that, and they have you thinking that you're just the body, like you're a human, that you're here to work for them. when they not God, y'all. They're oppressing us. Everybody. These people are not helping the world. They're not helping it evolve. They're oppressing you or harassing you, lying to you, you know, and just stopping you from being your true authentic self, whether you're white or black. But if you're black, that absolutely affects you more because you believe that you're something less than you are. If you're black, you are actually an Anunnaki god, man. And if you're white, you are a human being, which isn't bad, but that's like what's going on here. They have us in a deep spell, a deep slumber, right? So that the gods don't know who they are, right? And like when I say that, think of Thor, think of the Asgardian. Like you're an Anunnaki god. Like how Thor is an Asgardian god, you're an Anunnaki god, right? There's other gods, there's other type of gods, there's extraterrestrials, there's elemental beings. There's a lot going on here. And if you want to like learn about that stuff, I'd suggest Rashad Jamal, the University of Cosmic Intelligence on YouTube. He breaks that down way better. We're not really doing that breakdown. I'm just speaking my mind clearly, right? Clearly and profoundly, because I want everybody to hear me. I'd be nervous saying this shit, but it's like, bro, no, I was Retro Miyagi up the grade before I was Retro Miyagi 2.0, before I was any of this other shit, and that's what my music is about. So if you go to Retro Miyagi up the grade, that is like originally what I thought I was supposed to be doing, making music to help people wake up, especially black people, but everybody, because I'm black, so I'm for my people, bro. Our people is like the most fucked up right now, and that's done by design. That is not done by our own, admission at all, regardless of what white people want you to think. They want you to think that, you're just blaming the world for something that's in the past, like you ain't never been a slave, yeah, whatever. Now, if you smarter than that, you ain't gonna never go for the shit they say, man. That's me, bro. That's like literally where we're at. This is the age of Aquarius, man. You don't have to. They know that they were wrong. That's the thing. It's like a high vibrational white person will straight up tell you, like, man, my ancestors was wrong. They shouldn't have treated you like that. It's not just us they treated and just, took our land and all that. They took the land from the animals and the plants. You don't know. There is no such thing as the Indians, right? Those Indians were really Aboriginal black people. Black people were all over all of the land before they came and conquered it. They came through portals in the Caucasus Mountains. Like they teach you, they came from Caucasus Mountains to America, and Christopher Columbus discovered it and all that shit. But even when they're telling you that, it's a lie, because how can you discover America and there's already people there, which we already knew, but they still teach you that in school, right? Because they're teaching you westernized history. They're not teaching you Native American history. They're not teaching you all of the history that we have accessible. They're teaching you westernized history. You feel me? Which is not good for black people, because that's lies. You are the original history. You feel me? The history starts with, way before that, the Egyptians, the Mayans, the Aztecs. That's why, all those people are black people. You feel me? Fuck the label, because a black person is not black. He's really an Anunnaki god that they named black. You feel me? Because, that's the reason why you're not connected to no landmass. They call you black. And then when they do connect you to landmass, they connect you to two of them. They connect you to Africa and America. You're African American. When you're really, you're American for sure. You're not African shit. That transatlantic slave trade was a farce. You feel me? That's a lie. Another lie that they do. If you haven't noticed, by now, they lie a lot. And, that's your disclaimer. If you ain't trying to hear that type of shit, you can get the fuck out. Because we're not going to sit here and act like these people that run the world ain't lying to us. Because we know who they are. I'm not with the bullshit, you feel me? I don't care who's watching. And we really got here because these motherfuckers was talking shit on Discord. I'm sitting here trying to have a good time, trying to be good and shit. And they get to, trying to tell me how to run my shit and acting like I can't make it or something. like they always do. Like, I can't make it in their world. Like, man, fuck your world. This is our world that you stole from us, and now it is coming back to us. That is what this is all about, you guys. This is the age of Aquarius, where the truth is being revealed, and the planet is coming back to the original beings, which is the Anunnaki gods. This planet is originally called Planet Kai, which is named after the Anunnaki, the Anunnaki, which is like the black aliens. Like when they're showing you Alien versus Predator, you're looking at an Anunnaki. You feel me? You're looking at us. You feel me? Like that's not even nowhere near our real strength. You feel me? So we'll get deeper into that. But black people created this planet, y'all. We created this planet. We created the pyramids. We created the Sphinx. We created all the animals. We created everything that you see and everything that you don't. And you need to meditate and, you know, and dig deeper within yourself to find that type of knowledge. But you already know it's true if you're black. I think everybody knows it's true. Everybody knows truth when they hear it. That's the thing about truth. It's like no matter what you feel, you know, no matter what's been said, it's like the truth will always prevail in the end, right? And there's a lot of people blowing that whistle right now, man. Because it's the age of Aquarius, everybody will be woken. Everything will be revealed. That's why they're talking about aliens. You see these clouds and that plane? Do you know that planes spray clouds to block out the sun? So that black people can't, you know, get like the nutrients they need? Because if you don't know, you're Superman, black people. That S on his chest is the Kundalini serpent, which you have Kundalini energy within you. If that Kundalini energy rises, you can become like Superman. You notice he gets his energy from the sun. You know, he gets all his power from the sun. Where do we get our power from? The sun. Can white people get their power from the sun? No, they get sunburnt, and that's not being racist. It's just being straight up fact. You feel me? Yeah, remember, everything is for entertainment purposes only. So, you know, you don't gotta take nothing I say as a fact. You can believe whatever you want. It's just my job to say it, you feel me? Before I even got a platform, I'm gonna go ahead and solidify this shit. I'm not gonna be scared to, you know, be who I am. That's all I can be. You know, I try to be anything else and that shit just doesn't work, you feel me? So back to how we're here, right? This was gonna be a story time. No, it's not no story time. Now it's like how we're streaming, why we're streaming. We're streaming because we're not gonna work for, you know, these people. We're not gonna work for the system that's destroying the planet and destroying us genetically. All this stuff they do is designed to destroy you. When they're selling you this bad meat, man, it's designed to destroy you. You're not supposed to eat meat if you're black, you know? First and foremost, this doesn't have nothing to do with white people. White people can eat meat. White people can, you know, white people can take the vaccine. White people can do all these things. Then we have different genetics, bro. Y'all have animal DNA. We have plant DNA. It's a complete difference. We're not supposed to eat meat because we don't have the enzymes and the shit to digest it. So it just sits in our system, man. You know, it just does shit to us genetically. Like, we're not supposed to eat pork. We're not supposed to eat none of that. You feel me? It's all unnatural. Pork's unnatural. That's why you're not supposed to eat it. But even the natural, all that shit's unnatural. Cows unnatural. You feel me? All chickens unnatural. This is all spliced animals, just like how human beings were spliced. And that's a genetic fact. You feel me? That's why we look different. It's not because of the sun or whatever. They telling you lies. You feel me? Because if that was the case, then it would still do that to this day. It would do that to them. No, bro. It's like the sun and them being farther away from it did not turn them white. They are a complete different species. You feel me? And that needs to be understood because that's what's gonna be introduced to the world. We've been living in the Matrix, and that is the Matrix, whether you want to believe it or not. I know they didn't tell you all this in those movies, but when they're showing you the movies like X-Men and they're vaccinating these mutants that are getting their new abilities, they're talking about us. When they're talking about Supercell and these black people that get these mutated genes, you feel me? Like, hey, that's us. You feel me? And so on and so forth. Every superhero that they talk about that has ever been recorded, it comes from us. You feel me? They get the story from literally us or one of the gods that we, you know, were. Because you were those gods. Like, those guys, like, you feel me? Like Zeus and Aries and all of those, all of them, like even the Egyptian ones, all of those were all our stories. That's who we are as people. So you feel me? That's just the truth of the matter. But yeah, man, it's just bad for black people because there's just so much to keep you down, man. And there's a lot of people that are misleading us right now because they see that we're waking up. They don't want you guys to wake up, right? They want you guys to stay asleep so they can keep harnessing your energy. I was playing Spider-Man and we came to a scene where Craven had his serum sitting in a cup. And I told y'all straight up, I said, man, that's blood. That's blood he's drinking to get this strength. He's drinking blood. It's typically the blood of the gods. That's what they do. They're blood drinkers. And the stuff that they do, they have to show you. That's why Craven drinks that shit. You feel me? Look at this. What is this? Oh, the Pharaoh. You notice that all of life still is predicated on the old life that we, created before they got here. This is a fucking Pharaoh we looking at. But y'all wouldn't know nothing about that. You feel me? Because y'all think that shit is just unadvanced. Y'all think that type of shit was when we were unadvanced and uncivilized. Like, no, we was way more advanced than we are now. And then before they conquered us, before they came out of the portals and we fell in frequency, we was way more advanced than that. That's why when you're looking at hieroglyphs, you're gonna see on all of them, you're gonna see a green being, and then you're gonna see that same green being in the next panel. He's gonna be like sitting down. You feel me? Like, meaning that he descended. He's gonna be brown because we used to be different colors. Like, we used to be all the colors of those guys, like green, red, blue. Like, you feel me? Like that's us. You feel me? Our carbon is every color. That's why they really called us colored people, because we were every color of the rainbow, literally. You feel me? We still are, but like, no, we literally were. Like, the oxygen that they spray in the atmosphere rusts out our carbon. You feel me? It rusts us out from the inside. So you feel me? And they spray that oxygen through them chemtrails. They spray oxygen and Margellans, y'all. And it's not human beings that do that. Yeah, I probably think it's human beings up there spraying that, but no, it's actually reptilians and Palladians. It's like the people that are helping the shadow government, which is the elite, the 12 families, the 12 original families that, like, that was like the hierarchy of the human beings. Like, they were doing the hierarchy thing before they even got here. So they had peasants. Yeah, so everybody that lives amongst us, like all the white people that live amongst us, that's the peasants of Europe. So that means they don't care about you either. You're supposed to be with us. You're supposed to be getting your frequency higher. You're supposed to be, sitting in nature. You're supposed to be smoking weed so it can decalcify your pineal gland. You're supposed to not be racist. You're supposed to understand that we're like the gods of the planet. We're not your gods. We're just the original beings of the planet. And we are gods. We created all the other life that exists everywhere. Everywhere. You feel me? That's what this is about. You feel me? And how we did it is because we have powers. It's because, like, that DNA that they say is junk. We have powers. We have abilities, you feel me, that aren't unlocked. Because we're not getting enough sun. We're eating bad meat. We're eating fluoride, pesticide. All that shit is designed to kill the metaphysical you, y'all. Whether you believe it or not, because I don't give a fuck if you don't believe it. You're under spells. Y'all have nanobots and spell work all over you. You're literally working. Your whole life revolves around a fucking piece of paper, and you're trying to tell me I'm crazy. No, I definitely don't care what you're talking about, you feel me? If you can't realize that you're not supposed to do that, if you can't see the decap pyramid on the back of said money that we're literally, our lives revolve around of, then you're not one of us. So why waste time talking to you? A lot of people is not one of us. A lot of people just want to waste your time, especially in this Discord. While I've been playing and just trying to, like, solidify myself as a streamer, just trying to get good at speaking and shit, you motherfuckers have been pissing me off, yo. Like, I ain't even gonna lie, I'm gonna be a buck. I had to get off last night because this dude we wouldn't leave me alone about the fucking Discord. I didn't want to be rude, but why not be rude, dude? You don't give a fuck about what I got going on. You're just trying to sell your shit, and I'm telling you, I'm not trying to buy it. And I don't really think they're bots, y'all. I think that they're people because they be talking and shit. They always lead up to, oh, let me sell you some shit. Like, no, how about you fuck off? You feel me? I don't want none of your shit. I don't want my shit to look like nobody else's because niggas is not talking about nothing. Niggas is sleep in this matrix. My whole goal is to wake them up. Okay, if I get paid off of this, cool. Because that's what I'm going to do with that money. I'm going to help people. That's literally all I wanted to do with the money. I'm not going to be flexing it. I'm not going to be, you know, none of that. I'm going to be using that for the right cause. You feel me? Whether that's to pay my bill so I can continue to spread the message, whether that's for me to buy some information, whether that's for me to have fun in this reality so that I can cool down and, you know, have the right space of mind to tell you guys more stuff. Not that I'm some crazy messenger. It's just I have the eyes to see what's going on. So do you guys. It's just a lot of people are scared. And you got to get out your root chakra, bro. You got to get out that fear because you can't understand anything while you feared. You feel me? If you're in fear, that's all the only thing you can worry about. You too busy being scared of something that don't exist to see what is. You feel me? You know? That's what clouds a lot of people's vision, you know, fear. Like you can't see that they created this religion, right? You can't see that we're living in hell. The worst shit that happens literally is happening in this realm. But you think like a God is just sitting in the sky allowing it to happen. You feel me? And just picking and choosing when he, bro, if God was real, he ain't for black people. Why the fuck is this going on with us? Yeah, what? Like, come on, y'all. Y'all have to really feel me there. Y'all have to really feel that and get out the fear because that's the only thing holding you back, this fear that you're going to go to hell. You got to realize who wrote this book. Once you realize who wrote it, King James, and what he did to his peoples, you know, King James killed his own mother. You know, King James is a pedophile, a pedagore. He eats babies, he fucks babies. Like, that's the stuff that King James do, you feel me? But this is the person that translated the Bible. He was the king of the time, so that lets you know, like, hey, they been on that. And you know the reason why they do this stuff is because they worship Satan. You feel me? That's why. They worship Satan, which Satan is a god that created the humans. He's Yaku, Zeus. That's why, and watch Rashad Jamal if you need a breakdown of this. I mean, it's not my job to sit here and just break down some shit. We're already damn near in endgame, y'all. It's too late. If you're feeling this and you feel like it's time to wake up, which is, I feel like there's somebody that's going to eventually, maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, eventually, somebody's going to see this video. Make sure you check out Rashad, yo. Make sure you wake up. Make sure you do your part, man. Make sure you help the cause. Make sure you're better in the frequency on Planet Kai. You feel me? That's what we're here to do. That's why I quit my job so I can do what I need to do, bro. And it's not just streaming. I do other things too, but streaming is going to be how I make my money, bro. Whether you guys want to help or not, it's gonna happen. It always happens. You can't stop it, right? You feel me? This is gonna be my time to shine. You feel me? I done watched everybody else shine, and when they get the juice, they want to sell out and not speak about what's right. They don't want to speak their mind. They don't want to speak on nothing controversy. It's just a fake ass world where nobody speaks about the truth. You feel me? Like, yeah, you can get rich, but everybody else gotta stay poor. It's like, nah, man. That's why Tupac was so cool. Like, the shit he was saying was unheard of when he said it. Plus, if you know the history of Tupac, man, this dude is a real revolutionary. His peoples is revolutionaries, bro. His people's the Black Panthers. His auntie was Assata Shakur. Y'all need to look up who that is. You feel me? But yeah, man, this has been going on for a long time, and they have you. The whole world is based around us, literally. All the gangs literally was made to stop police brutality and protect the neighborhoods because the police don't protect us. Police don't protect anybody. They don't protect y'all neither. You feel me? They'll lock you up, kill you. They'll do all that to you because you're a peasant of Europe. You have a little bit more privilege here, but that's it. You feel me? You gotta pay taxes and all that. Like, so, you know, you ain't no elite. You feel me? You just feel elite, and you are an elite because they can hijack your brain if you're not waking up, and they'll have you saying their agenda. They'll have you quoting them. A lot of people, they get in here, oh, you're crazy, you're gonna go to school, you go to your programming center, right? Go get adjudicated. That's where the root word of educate comes from, to adjudicate. And when they adjudicated you enslaved, that's like when Kunta Kinte They were trying to get Kunta Kinte to get his name was Toby. They keep whipping him until they knew his name was Toby. So that's pretty much what they're saying they're doing to you in school. Like, they're gonna whip you into shape, bro. Like, literally, they teach you nothing but lies in school. They don't teach you laws and credit. They don't teach you nothing that you need to learn. You feel me? We know this stuff. Why do I have to be another person to say it? Why isn't the world not changing? Because everybody's not being themselves, and I can change the world through me. I am everything, and everything is me. So once I change the world, thus the world will change through me. The only reason the world ain't changed because I've been scared to be who I am. This is who I'm supposed to be. I would not know this information. I would not have learned this shit, man. And believe it or not, I didn't pray to know this shit. You feel me? I prayed to understand what the fuck's going on in the world. I was praying to God, the same God that we all believed in Christianity. I prayed to that God for understanding, and I always prayed for knowledge, man. And I got it in boatloads, where I literally was led to the real, which is that we are gods. When Jesus came here, he was just another black prophet, just like Martin Luther King and Malcolm X. That's literally all he did. He was just the biggest one because of what he did, and he had abilities back then. Like, we have abilities, but he came and he had his DEA unlocked, like we're saying we're trying to do, and he told them they were gods. That's literally what Jesus was doing. He came here and he was telling black people that they are gods, that we are all gods, that we are all God's children. We can do the same thing that he do, that you can do the same thing I do, right? And we all know that, bro. They have to literally teach you that Jesus is God. We know that Jesus is not a God. We know that he was a God. Yeah, he is a God, but not no more of a God than you. You have nobody above you. Everybody is equal. None are greater than nobody. So when we're saying we're gods, that don't mean we're no greater than no human beings or no aliens. It's just like, yeah, we created everything. We created it equally. We created it at an advanced state to where they can get advanced. You feel me? We didn't hold them back. If anything, anything that happened to extraterrestrials, they did on their own. You feel me? But back to reality, back to this Earth-made reality, man. We not working for no jobs because that's not what we're supposed to do. We supposed to be free, sovereign beings, and you supposed to have something to give to this planet. You feel me? Everybody else then create an idea. Where's your idea at? You're helping them build up a dream that's toxic, man. They trying to keep these animals in zoos. They trying to keep us in these little zip codes and shit. They don't want you traveling the world. They don't want you in nature. They don't want you doing this stuff, man. You know, you ain't ever just wondered, like, man, why we can't just up and leave without having a passport? Why can't you drive this car without having an ID? Why can't you just live? Why are they patrolling the neighborhoods? Like, why are they patrolling neighborhoods? Why don't y'all just sit and post up somewhere? Why y'all gotta fuck with people? Why do y'all have a quota to meet? You feel me? Like, man, the police is just the bullies. They just like the workers of the bully, which is America. Oh, not America, but it's the world. But here it's America, you feel me? Like, because really all they ask is connected. All them countries and shit, they all connected, and America is the headquarters of all of them. That's why everything's happening here. That's why it's the superpower. That's why Trump talking to Putin right now and talking to him like he a little kid. Like, man, America run everything. They tell you that China run it or whatever. Really, Great Britain runs everything because Great Britain and America are all the same. Like, the USA is a corporation of the Great Britain. You feel me? That's why we have a president, because the president is like the leader of a corporation. You feel me? We don't have a king. We don't have a dictator. We don't have, you know, an advisor. We got a fucking president. Like, this is a company. You feel me? That's exactly what it is. You feel me? Great Britain really runs everything. Like, the Queen of England, whatever, the Queen of Britain, I mean, she's the one that runs everything. She's like, and all those people, bro, they like are all the same people that first came here, bro. They're reptilians, and all they do is conscious transfer to keep their bodies alive, which is what MK Ultra is. And Get Out, that movie Get Out, where they want to swap bodies with motherfuckers, that's real, bro. Chucky, where he swap bodies, all that shit, man, that's real, bro. They can take your pineal gland and put it in another body. You feel me? If you're not vibrating high enough, all this shit is only accessible, or only only, can happen to you if you're not vibrating, if you're not doing what you're supposed to do, if you do believe them. They straight line to you, bro. They eating kids, they kidnapping kids, they have underground bunkers, they have weather control, you name it. Everything you've ever heard, they have it. Or it wouldn't even be a fucking conspiracy. There's truth to something. But if you just knew how much truth it was, you feel me? Which we're getting there. We all done seen Diddy, you feel me? But would you believe that all of them damn near are in on that? You feel me? It ain't just Diddy. And then most of them is like the people that like are in power, in seats of power, like these label execs. You feel me? These people that own these businesses and shit, like these companies, like all of them are in on that, bro. They all drink blood and, participate in like child sex shit because that is something that appeases, Satan. They're trying to get power from Satan while we're trying to tap into our own power, and we're trying to like tap into the ancestral energy that's already here. You feel me? Like, it's a real war. It's a real war, and these people are getting hijacked. Their consciousness is getting hijacked, just like the movie where Agent Smith turned into that. He can turn people into the agent, or he could just turn. Agent Smith can turn into anybody that ain't woke at any time. Like, he can just morph into them. Bro, that's real. Because you have nanobots in you, bro. When you're born, they put nanobots inside of you. So, like, if you're not strong enough to break it at birth, like, some people are, that's the people that can see this stuff. Now, everybody can break that shit. Like, some people need to smoke a lot of weed. Some people need to just, you need to do a lot of meditation. Like, if you can't see, like, the plane shooting clouds in the air, and then if you ain't ever just sat there and watched that watch that little stream spread into a big ass cloud that blocks the sun out, then you're not peeping game. You're not peeping what's going on here. There's something wrong with your neurochemistry that you're not paying attention, because you should be able to see this stuff. You should be able to see certain things, you feel me? But when I started streaming, man, it was literally, I didn't swap it up. I wasn't gonna talk about this stuff, but I gotta be me at all times. I don't care what I'm doing. So this is all I really got to offer y'all, other than some fucking jokes. Like, man, I'm more than just a joke, bro. Y'all are still definitely gonna get the jokes. Y'all are still gonna get the funny commentary. But man, when I got something to say, you best believe I'm gonna say it. And I'm glad I got it off my chest. I'm glad I just got on here and said it. I don't care who's watching. I never cared about the who's watching. I want people to watch, but I really don't give a fuck, because I know that how that want will get me fucked up. And it's like, I'm not no Tyson. I'm not no show speed. I'm like really retro Miyagi. Y'all gonna hear about me, bro. Because of the mind, because of what I just told y'all. That was all real. That was real spill. And I don't care if somebody else has said it. I also got the balls to say, man, I've got some of this shit from other people, bro. And a lot of people ain't real. Like, man, I got all that shit from Rashad, damn near. I ain't regurgitated, though. That's memorized stuff. You can memorize knowledge, man. Fuck, that's all you do when a teacher teach it to you. Motherfuckers be like, oh, you heard that from that, and you heard everything you know from your daddy and your teacher and your mama and somebody else. Nothing becoming originally, damn near, because nobody meditates, you feel me? And everybody's too busy working to know who they are, what they like, you feel me? All you know is like what's best for your success, your ego success on this planet. You just know what's best for your survival. You ain't really living, you feel me? You ain't really living until you can do what I'm doing. You just say, man, fuck everybody that watching, fuck them Discord links. And I don't like that. I don't like when y'all get in here and you try to take away what I'm doing. Like, you can say, hey, we can have a conversation. Don't you bring your ass in here and tell me to hop on Discord. Don't get smart with me. I'm gonna cuss you clean out. I spared the last dude. He didn't need to be spared, bruh. What the fuck going on? I don't care if it's a bot, man. We don't take that here. We stand on business here. And we're gonna stand on business all across the board, man. Like, we are the warriors of the cosmos. We are the guardians of the galaxy. Black men, we're not supposed to let shit slide. Black women, we're not supposed to either. But y'all are a little bit more nurturing. Y'all not supposed to let shit slide. You feel me? White men, you're not supposed to let shit slide. White women, you're not supposed to let shit slide. Y'all have a lot of compassion, except for us. Y'all have compassion for the plants and the animals. If you do have compassion for us, I'm not speaking to you. A lot of people don't have compassion for us, you know. They straight up don't. If I wasn't such a cool black dude, and you know, I'm a very cool black dude, bro, because I just grew up not racist. Like, my people, we don't really typically teach racist, bro. I wish they did teach me, because I look real goofy being cool with y'all, and y'all did all this to us. I'm not saying like not to be cool with you, but I should be a little prejudiced. Like, bro, if y'all fucking kill us, y'all eat us, y'all cook us, y'all enslave us, y'all do all this, bro. Y'all are the bad guys. I don't care if you're not you. What? Like, it's just too much of a big scale. That's a big scale. You know, and y'all be wanting to say black people is like the start of crime. All that bullshit Charlie Kirk was saying. That every single thing he was saying was false. Up to like shit he was saying about, oh well, it's all false. It's been documented. They thought it was real that we have different genetics. Man, look at our hair. Look at y'all hair. Ours grow up. Y'all's grow down. Look at our veins. Look at y'all veins. You feel me? Look at our eyes. Look at y'all eyes. Like, everything about us is different. Even to like when we're like born and what we got, like, y'all be having tails. Y'all grow tails at birth. That's just something that's kept on the hush. But if you look that up on Google right now, Caucasians are born with tails. 25% of them are born with a tail that needs to be cut off. 25% is a ginormous ass number. What the fuck? You feel me? I'm not using it as a bad thing. That's where Goku come from. You feel me? That's the story of human beings. You feel me? We have a good story too. We just aren't human beings. We're gods. Like, and it's not to demean nobody. I ain't to be racist. I don't give a fuck if y'all think it is, because, you know me, I was really damned if I do, damned if I don't. Y'all fuck with us anyway. That's what I try to realize, because I've always been trying to be a good, you know, a good dude. I always try to, like, you know, stay to myself, not talk about that. But you're damned if you do, damned if you don't, bruh. If you don't try, like, to speak your mind, man, you feel me? You still oppressed. You feel me? You still gotta work. And if you don't want to, you still gotta, like, they still fuck with you, bruh. Like, I still got, like, court cases and all that. Best viewers, I don't care, Lil Noco. Love, peace and love. Best viewers, and we're not worried about that. We're not worried about none of that bot shit. But love you though. We're in deep convo. I really need to turn the comments off, but I don't want to. I want to engage. None of y'all real yet. You feel me? We still in the phase of people aren't really real people. They're just bots. But I will get a real audience, man. And I will get like my exact what I want to say, man. Because right now, you know, I'm not really regurgitating shit, bro. This is like just the basis of what life's about right now, man. What we're getting out of. We're literally starting up a new world right now. You feel me? White people are no longer in power. You feel me? The power is back in the right hand. You feel me? And nobody's hands. You feel me? It's just out of y'all hands. Y'all can't do this bullshit and then say that it's God backing y'all. In God we trust. Put your hand on the Bible. Man, y'all are not with God. Y'all are with Satan. That's the God that they worship, bro. They worship Hey Zeus, which, remember, there ain't no J in the Hebrew language, so it would be Hey Zeus, right? And I told y'all who Zeus was. It's Satan. Satan's real name is Zeus, the All-Father, that Sky Father, Zeus, all of them, Odin, all the Sky Fathers. That's him. That's Zeus. And that's really a god that made. He spliced and created white people, monkeys, vampires. Not white people. That's not the right term, but that's true. He created the human being race. So the human beings are Arabs, Dravidians, Mexicans, Asians, and Caucasians. You feel me? So and then the god race is the blacks and the Latinos, and any other, you know, people that are black. If you can grow an afro, you got carbon in your skin. You feel me? Because titles get stupid because none of us are what they say we are. Before they came and conquered the land, it wasn't Africa, it wasn't Haiti, it wasn't, you feel me, it wasn't none of that. You feel me? It was all Atlantis. All this land was Atlantis before they came and conquered it. Atlantis didn't sink, it fell. It got conquered. You feel me? The whole land, all of it was called Atlantis. So you know, There's a lot going on, man. They got ice wall. The Antarctica is ice walls that stop you from getting to the rest of the land. Everything that it tells you wasn't real is actually real. You know, science fiction is real. Like reality's fake. This reality that they show us is fake. You feel me? The real world is the dream world, man. When you dream, you in the etheric realm, man. You in the etheric realm. And what the etheric realm is, it's basically a copy of this plane, but it's more to it. Because basically, you're just vibrating higher. You can't see things that are on a high frequency, right? You can only see red to purple, but do you know there's colors that vibrate lower than red and higher than purple, but you can't see it? Do you know that there's sounds that vibrate lower than a certain hertz frequency? Like the dog whistle. You can't hear a dog whistle. You can't hear certain frequencies, but the dog can. It's because he's on a frequency that he can hear it. You feel me? That goes for everything, brother. There's beings on certain frequencies that you cannot see. You have solid, liquid, gas, and plasma energy. We manifested because we are gods. We manifested in the physical. The whole story of Jesus is your story. What the fuck are you? Look at these people in Spider-Man. I'm flying around. You got these people, and then you got animals. What are these people? They are gods, and the animals are animals. We have dominion over the world, y'all. There isn't, like, that's what y'all need to understand. So when you're seeing that, you're looking at gods. Like, even human beings, they're not gods because we created them. They are, you know, they're gods in a certain way. Like, they have God DNA. That's why they look like that. You feel me? They are gods too. They have dominion over their planet. But the reason why they act like animals is because they're spliced with animals. They don't have that divinity in them. They don't have a bunch of lifetimes of existences and stuff, and they don't come from the highest of realms and stuff. That's just a dead ass fact. They're trying to rise within themselves to get there. The high vibrational ones, the low vibrational ones aren't trying to do that. They're trying to hurt the planet. They're trying to be animals because that's what they're spliced from. You feel me? You know, black people have plant DEA, and human beings have animal DNA. So they're the ones like eating meat and all that shit. When they conquered us, they had us eat meat. We did not eat meat. We didn't even eat fish. They lie about all of that, just like they lie about how we were Indians and we were living in teepees and shit. No, the fuck we weren't. We were living advanced. They have you thinking the old world is not advanced. Think about where Indians lived. They was going through winters and shit, right? They're always like fighting buffalo. Buffalo, that's like winter animals and shit. Or they cannot live through blizzards and shit, living like that, like living with fucking Tarzan tarps on their, you know, on their waist and like little sticks. That's not what the fuck was going on back then, y'all. We was more advanced than we are now. They have us less advanced. They have everything that they have. They've redone in a way that hurts the environment. Like, instead of living in pyramids, which are vortexes to channel your energy and intent into the universe and into the atmosphere, we live in fucking prisms. We live in cubes, which are prisms, right? You know, a pyramid, it really isn't a prism. It's a vortex. A sphere is a vortex. That all amplifies energy. You know, this shit all encloses energy. All the way it's set up, it encloses energy to where it's all stuck and getting harnessed and harvested. Did you know that, you know, there's no shortage of energy? Like, people be thinking that, but no, bro, we are like the energy. The people are the energy, bro. Like, you don't, they have you thinking you need to work to keep your bills on. No, you don't. You don't need to work for shit. Like, you don't need to work to eat. Like, you don't need to work. All that shit is free. Everything on the planet is free. So who came to the planet and who made everything not free? Who did it? You feel me? Who said that you had to pay for your bananas? Who said all this shit, bro? Like, who set that bullshit in motion? I really need to cut off that who's watching shit. That cut off my frame of thought, especially when y'all get in here botting the comments and shit. I don't really care who watching. I just would like to see y'all name. I just really want to see like what y'all say. Like, if it's a hey, if it ain't a hey, or something that adds to the conversation. I'm really not trying to see that shit. But yeah, man, my whole thing was to get on here and help make that change, man. And also fulfill my life's purpose, bro. This is like my purpose, man. Making music, you know, playing a game and just talking and hopefully helping people. I know this shit ain't probably helping some people because, you know, some people ain't, you know, feeling that information, and that's on them. Who cares? But you know, meanwhile they're gonna listen to Trump tell them some bullshit. You know, what the fuck does Trump even do? Like that should let you know we're in the age of Aquarius, because that all like Obama, all that shit where it was actually professional, that was the age of Pisces. We're in a whole new age now. Where ever since COVID hit, that was the start of the age of Aquarius, where like the whole world is now spiritual. So if you ain't spiritual, you not living within the requirements of the world. You feel me? You need to have a high frequency. You need to be trying to learn. You need to, you know, you need to do all that. You need to raise your consciousness level so that you can, you know, grow and you can get your upgrades and get your downloads, right? This is all to help you, you know? And we're gonna have to war with them soon, because they want to kill us, because they don't have control over the planet no more, y'all. That's what all them Bill Gates stepping down, that's what all that was about, bro. They don't have control over this planet no more. They had to leave. They all done left in ships, brother. Yeah, they had to get up out of here. They left everybody to fend for themselves, you feel me, while we're waking up. The sun is solar flaring and waking us up. That's why right now you ain't got no damn, it ain't cold. It's supposed to be. It's October, bro. It probably ain't gonna snow. It probably ain't gonna snow in what's the next month after October? It's probably not gonna snow in November. It's probably not gonna snow, period. Because winter is unnatural. They bring that shit in with that hydrogen collider in CERN, bro. That's what CERN is all about. It's about opening portals to their home planet, Nern, which is where vampires and werewolves and Igors and all that shit come from. You feel me? That's like all the underworld, like the movie Underworld. That's literally about Nern. You feel me? Like werewolves and vampires and their whole war. You feel me? No, we didn't. Yeah, black people and human beings are different. Human beings, you know, black people are not human beings. That's what you need to understand. You're not by definition a human being. You're not by the word human. You're just not a human being by any standard. You're not a human. You're just not a human, bro. Like, look up the word human and see what it means. And see if that applies to you. You know, I gotta start doing etymology of words and stuff. Y'all gotta start looking into what these words really mean. I don't put this shit here for no reason. You know, it's part of their spell work and part of their witchcraft that's breaking down. They have a bunch of spells that they use on us. You feel me? You know, and look, I'm gonna tell you exactly who is doing this shit, man. It's like they have a bunch of, you know, but the main ones is the reptilians, the Greys, the human beings, and Palladians. That's who's working on their side. We are the gods, right? So we have Anunnaki gods. We're the creator of all the extraterrestrials. So we got literally all the extraterrestrials on our side. So when you're seeing these clouds, those clouds are half the time ships. You feel me? They were warring, like they probably still warring, obviously, but they were warring in the skies, and you were able to see like the skies flashing and the lightning moving sideways within a cloud. Like that whole movie Nope was about the ships in the clouds that cloak. You feel me? Yeah, it get real deep, bro. Like, but y'all, I've been seeing that way before the movie Nope. I seen the clouds in the ship, or the ships in the clouds, a while back. Because like at one point while we were like, it was a little bit during COVID, bro. I don't know what alien race it was, but they literally looked like UFOs. Like the clouds literally looked like pure UFOs. But like you can still see the ships in these type of clouds that I'm looking at right now in the game. Like what you need to look for is look at the bottom of the cloud, bro. You're gonna see like it's flat as fuck, and it's gonna have a dark indent. Like you're gonna see the shadow of the base of the ship. You feel me? Those helicopters are spaceships too, y'all. That's what they stole those ships from the planet Egypt while they was trying to escape Ner and come here. That's what Star Wars is about. That's them looking for this planet, and they met up with the reptilians. They met up with the Palladians who helped them. And what y'all need to understand is like These alien beings look like us. The only alien beings that do not look like us, that look like monsters like they show you, are insectoids. Them are the only ones for, I mean, you got a couple more, but most, majority of extraterrestrials look humanoid, and not just humanoid, they literally look like black people, like with locks. Because, bruh, we are extraterrestrials. We're not from this planet. We created this planet, but we're not from it. We're from Sirius X. So when you look up Sirius X, they're gonna call it the dog star, but it's really the God planet. Like they reverse everything. They reverse the planet, or because it's not a star. There's no such thing as stars. When you looking at the stars in the night, every single one of them is a planet or a galaxy or something that leads to a planet. You feel me? You're literally looking at planets and galaxies and gateways, and we're the only planet in this galaxy that can see all those planets in the sky like that, because this is the last one. This is the last planet that's been made in this galaxy before the fall, before they conquered and shit. Now we've been stuck. We just been stuck. And we've already beat them too. Like, we've beat them, but they keep going back in time and changing it. They wrote themselves in history to begin with, y'all. Like, they weren't really a part of history. They wrote themselves in it, y'all. And that's all. This is gonna be revealed to y'all. I'm just, whistle blowing a little bit, but man, all of this has already been foreseen. That's what these movies are about. Like Endgame, that's literally gonna be the war. Like, you see how all them ships were coming through them portals and shit. Everybody united for this final stand against evil and tyranny. That's really gonna happen, y'all. It's happened so many times, bro. They keep resetting time, but they can't do it no more. That's what the 500 years shit was about, bro. They have no more. They can't do none of that. They can't do nothing. They have no more bombs, which they made out of our carbon. Which carbon is like literally a lower form. Oh, it's not a lower form. It's dark matter energy in physical existence. It turns into carbon, and carbon is the basis from which all life is formed, right? So we don't really have melanin. We have neural melanin. White people have melanin, and not white people. Human beings have melanin. The only reason I say white people is because that's the main race we deal with here. We don't deal with Mexicans. We don't deal with Asians. We deal with white people. And that's the main race oppressing every other race, because the Caucasians were the best race that they made out of them. That's why the other races are peasants. You feel me? Like, the whole Darwinism theory, where they be like, monkey came from, or a man came from monkey. That's how human beings were made, y'all. Like, when Zeus was making them, he made the monkey first, because he was trying to make the human beings. He literally was trying to make the human beings because he wanted beings to worship him. Zeus is another god. That's what the problem with religion is, bruh. They have you thinking Satan, which is the creator of the human being race, they have you thinking that he was like the devil or something. Nah, he was God. He was a god, not God. He's a god. There's gods, and there is no God. Like, the only God is source. You feel me? But like, I'm talking about capital God, like the highest power. All that's source, bruh, and that's you. Ain't nobody just sitting over. You are the judgment of your days. You are the power that you seek. You are all of this. That's why you can't get no answers. You feel me? Everybody be like capping, acting like they got some understanding, but they don't. Until you learn you don't have no type of understanding. And you can't know you while you working for them. They have you outside of yourself. That's what all this is about. It's all to take you outside of yourself, to keep you distracted from you, because you have all the answers that you need within. No matter what you're trying to do, if you're trying to help the planet, you got the answers for that. If you're trying to live on the planet successfully, you got the answers for that. If you're trying to help the frequency in your own way, no matter what you're trying to do, you need to meditate. You need to meditate so that you can see what's going on, because we're also in a spiritual war. Like, Satan, when he left, what happened is that war in heaven, that shit is real, though. That's like the war against Satan and the gods, because we created all the other animals and all that shit. And while we was on this planet right here, Zeus wanted to create the human beings, but he wanted to create it out of the beings of other beings. Like he wanted to kill the wolf and put that in there. He wanted to kill the lemur, which is another god's creation. So we literally had to take him to trial, and they said no, you can't do that, which is the ancestor source. You know, there's if you don't know, the first beings in creation were actually like goddesses. The goddesses come first, you feel me? They birthed themselves out of dark matter energy, and then they made us for balance, you feel me? Divine masculine and divine feminine, which is really God. That's the God, divine masculine and divine feminine. So you feel me? And I got 5 more minutes on this stream. We haven't been doing anything. We just been literally talking, because I know these motherfuckers don't want to hear this shit. And I don't know. I guess I wasn't trying to be who I was. You know, trying to just sit here and act like I'll still do that. It's like not every video is gonna be about this. It's just I had to, you know, let them know, bro. I'm like, man, I ain't with this bullshit y'all be on. Because one dude came in here, he's talking all types of crazy, bro. He's like, because I didn't want to send him my fucking Discord. I'm like, dude, bro, fuck you. For one, I'm like, but man, you got me completely fucked up. I'm already not doing nothing I'm really trying to do. I'm playing the game trying to give you guys some content, but for what? Nah, nigga, you can watch and you can, you know, learn something. You see me swing through, I'm having fun right now, bro. And that's all that matters, bro. I'm high vibrating. So I'm gonna attract good things for that. You attract what you put out, you feel me? If you put out high frequency, you attract high frequency, bro. If you're on a high frequency, you can only attract high frequency. That's why it's so important to be in your highest frequency. And all that means is just being happy, yo. Whatever makes you happy, whatever makes you feel fulfilled, right? That's your sole purpose, bro. That's what you were here to do. So now that we got that out the way, and I've done fully explained, like, because I did like a intro, a streaming intro, and it wasn't, I didn't have everything figured out. You know, I was going through that nervousness. I'm not nervous no more. I already knew that was gonna happen. You know, practice makes perfect. And y'all ain't seen shit yet. Y'all ain't really seen shit yet. I'm about to be like fucking Joe Rogan with the podcasting, bro, when I'm comfortable enough, bro, because I got a lot of, you know, knowledge and shit. But once again, this video is gonna be on Retro Miyagi 2.0 on my YouTube. Check out my music, bro. We might do some music breakdowns. I don't know. We got some stuff cooking. I'll tell you what, here in a second, I'm about to stop this recording, not the Twitch. I'm keeping the Twitch going, but we're about to get into it. I just wanted to make it known, man. So if you see me not, I'm not gonna get mad about that Discord shit. I'm just gonna tell them I don't have a Discord, and then I'll see what they say. They're probably gonna be like, "Oh, get it real quick." No, you can get out my fucking chat. Getting on my damn nerves. About to get your ass kicked. You feel me? Ass be on. Hey, I don't really fuck with people that do that shit. You know, I love everybody. I love when they come in here, but as soon as they get to talking about a damn Discord, I'd be like, oh, here we go. Because I'm like, dude, it's all we do. That's all we do. And it always be like, when I'm talking, they want to come in here and tell me about their damn Discord. Like, I care. It's like, man, it's like the reason why I don't is because y'all be talking shit while y'all introducing it. It's like, oh, your channel seems pretty simple. Do you have any idea what this is and that is? And I'm like, you calling me stupid, yo? Like, do you know I don't give a fuck about how you perceive this channel at all? Do you know that I feel like I'm gonna be a-okay? I don't need to do this shit Kai Cenat does. I'm not bigger than Kai Cenat, obviously. I don't need to be that big, bro. I just want to, you know, to get monetized. I want to make some money, but you don't got to do all that bullshit y'all saying. Y'all just want some money. That's the problem. You feel me? You don't need to do none of that. I bet you, I'm gonna be the first person to do it too. I'm not gonna buy none of that bullshit. I ain't gonna do no intro. We just gonna hop right in here, bro. This is the intro, bro. Peace and love. That's the intro. Peace and love and what's up, what's up. That's my intro. All that other shit ain't me. You feel me? You see how energized I get? Because, like, man, the world just wants you to be something else so bad. Like, and to the point the whole world is the same. Everybody sound the same. Everybody rap the same. Everybody think the same. Nobody, it's like nobody original. Like, bro, this world's supposed to be filled with uniqueness and creativity, bro. Everybody the same. You feel me? I really feel like I live in like an iRobot movie or something, or a zombie movie, bro. Because nobody thinks. I mean, nobody thinks for themselves. They let the government do all the thinking for them. I don't know what trick that was, but that was tight. So yeah, there was no fighting in this clip. It was just pure swinging and talking. I know this shit's gonna be tight because I was listening to my video. I'm like, oh man, I'll be intriguing myself. Like I didn't just make the video, so I know you guys are intrigued because it's real truth, man. Don't be a hater, yo. Just do the same.